Yo, what's up my YouTube nation? It's your boy Legendary Justin, and today we're doing a new type of video. It's a camera video, and we're going to be comparing the Sony a6000, the Sony a6300, and the Sony a5100. So they're three different cameras. The nicest is the Sony a6300. The second nicest is the Sony a6000. The third nicest is the Sony a5100. And the Sony a6300 usually costs about $1,000 with the lenses and that kind of stuff and more. So basically what I did for this video is I'm going to compare the Best Buy price to Amazon price and just show you guys the different options you guys can get and what I actually recommend, you know, based on your budget. So if you have a really high budget, buy the Sony a6300 or just the Sony a6000 and then get really nice lenses for it. If you're on the cheap budget, get the Sony a6000 or the Sony a5100. They're really good options basically on what you can afford. Let's show you guys the first camera, which is the Sony a6300. So yeah, this is on Amazon, and as you guys can see, when you buy a camera, it usually comes with the lenses for these fancy cameras. So this has the EPZ, which is the Pro Zoom lens, the 16 to 50 millimeter lens, which is the f3.5 to 5.66 lens. So that's basically one lens on that camera, I think. Yeah, so there's one lens on this camera. I think some of them have two. So yeah, this is the one with two lenses. So I did look up the price of the second lens, which is the 55 millimeter to the 210 millimeter lens, which is right here. To buy that lens, it costs $348. So it is a lot more expensive to get that option. If you're going to have double lenses, it's going to cost you another $348 to buy this fancy lens. It's going to be a really nice lens though. So yeah, this camera costs $1,000 as advertised, and you get one free item, which is, you know, they usually give this free item pretty much on all Best Buy cameras. Not all of them. I'd say like at least 50% of them though. So you get to spend $20 on an 8x8 photo book, on Shutterfly, something like that. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's really worth it for the $20 thing, but it's just something that they do. Anyways, one benefit of buying it from Best Buy is that you can buy it open box, which means that probably someone, you know, bought it and they took it back, or that they bought it and they didn't want it anymore and they took it back after 6 months or close to a year, something like that, and then they basically didn't want it anymore, or that's pretty much the only option I think they could do. Or if they just, you know, bought it and bought a new one, and then, you know, it says the box is open, you're going to get a better value, which is actually, you get a really good discount on open box items from Best Buy, and that's why I highly recommend getting the open box version versus the full price version. It'll save you a lot of money. So if you click on here, which is the open box, and then you click again, it'll show you all the different open box options. So there's new, open box excellent, open box satisfactory, and open box fair. So, you know, it's cheaper to buy the open box, but if you buy the satisfactory or fair, there could be dents or scratches on there, so there's some risk to it. You could go to the Best Buy store that you're going to buy the fair or the satisfactory and see the condition of the camera, test it, see if it works, like, you know, for like 30 minutes or 15 minutes or maybe an hour, however long you want to test it for, and make sure that it really works and that you're going to get your money's worth and that the camera's not actually like really bad, you know, it's actually a good camera. If it's bad, don't buy it, obviously. Or if it's missing lots of items. If it's missing like a little charging cable or something like that, you know, just buy a new charging cable. It probably won't cost you that much, unless it's impossible to buy a charging cable, which I doubt it is, but sometimes that kind of stuff is a little harder to buy, who knows. But I think you can buy the charging cable, or like, you know, if it's missing a lens, you can buy the lens, but the lenses are really expensive, so it just depends, you know. Hopefully it comes with both the lenses. You have to verify that if you're going to buy this option. So yeah, this is the option with one lens, which is the 3.5 to 5.6 aperture OSS lens. These are really fancy lenses, and that's why they're super expensive. So yeah, you can pretty much, you know, I live in Oregon, so this is like the Oregon stuff, but for your state it might be cheaper, it might be more expensive, probably a little bit cheaper, sometimes maybe more expensive, you know, it could depend on, you know, if you live in a different country it might cost you more, it might cost you less, I don't know. But anyways, those are the different prices. So it's $1,000 new. Open box excellent, which is a really good value, $880. Open box satisfactory, $800. And then open box fair, it's $750. So it just depends on, you know, if the camera's in good condition, you could try to buy one of these two options. That's a lot cheaper. You know, that's $200 cheaper to buy the open box satisfactory. So that's a really good discount. This one looks like it could be a little bit more damaged, but if it's not, then buy this one, you know, just depending on. Let me show you guys the specs for this camera. So this is the a6300. It's got 4K video, which is, you know, why it's better than the Sony a6000. It's got 4K at 30 FPS, and it also has 1080p at 120 FPS. I wanted to know if it says that on here, but I know that is what the specs are. So yeah, so specs, let's see for video quality. I don't know, it doesn't say that right there, but you know, up above it did say the 4K video, and I know that at 1080p it is the 120 FPS, so you can do like slow-mo and that kind of stuff. And also the shutter speeds for this camera are amazing. And just look how high it's rated. 378 reviews, 4.7 out of 5 stars. 98% of customers would recommend this product. That's why I'm doing a video on this camera, because people really like these cameras. The Sony a6000 series, basically. Sony a6000, 5000, that kind of stuff. Eventually there'll probably be a 7000 series, who knows. Maybe not though, I don't know. So those are the prices for the Sony a6300 on Best Buy. Now let's go to Amazon. So to buy the Sony a6300, we might just call it the a6300. You know, it's going to cost you $1,000 with one lens. So comparing that to this one, it's about the same price. Now, if you buy just the body only and you want to buy a certain type of lens, you can do that. It'll only cost you $900, which is still really expensive. And then you can buy it with both lenses, but it's going to cost you about $1,200. So with both lenses on Best Buy's option, let's see how much that cost. So it's $1,250 for that option. So it's cheaper to buy both lenses on Amazon. But for the rest of the other options, if you're just going to buy one lens, it'll probably be cheaper to buy it on Best Buy. Now, let's see. They have, like, you know, all these different bundles you can buy. It just depends on which one you want to get. That's just a lot of money, though. $1,230 for that bundle. And then, like, when they try to give you software and stuff like that, you can actually get software for free, you know, illegally, or, like, just by free, like an old version. Or you can try to get a new version for free. There's ways to do it. You know, but, or you can, you know, buy the full version, or you can wait till it's on sale and try to get a discount on the version of the software. But I don't really recommend trying to get like software in bundles when you can actually get it for free usually, or for a discount. Let's show you guys the Sony a6000 now. Alright, so here, look at the price difference. So to buy the white version of the Sony a6000, it's only $600. To buy the a6300, it's $1,000. So you're paying $400 more. Let's make sure that's right. Yeah, you're paying $400 more for the newer version. There's also the Sony a6500, which, you know, that's probably even more money. But I'm only doing the video on the a6300, 6100, and 5100 for this video, just because the 6500 is probably way above the average budget. Let's just see how much it cost. So yeah, just for the body only, it's $1,400. So that's crazy expensive camera. Anyways, it is going to be better than the Sony a6300, but not much better. It will have some better features though. So yeah, you can buy this camera for $600. You know, with the one lens, and then you get the one free item, which is the shutterfly thing. If you want both lenses, this comes with a 55 to the 210 lens, which is going to cost you, I think that lens costs $200 more. So yeah, the math on that is $200. So this lens is $200, the 55mm to the 210mm lens. And you can actually get this open box. Click right there. Click open box again. So yeah, you can get it cheap as $640, $680, $720, but not like the crazy good discounts, you know, on the open box and double lens. But it is cheaper, so you know, it's $680 if you get the Satisfactory, and it will come with double lens, which will be a pretty good price. Let me show you guys the specs for this camera. So yeah, this also has a crazy fast shutter speed. You know, it's just like, I think it's like 11 frames per second, like that. You can just like snap. Or I mean, that's photos per second. Let's see, it's gonna say shutter speed. I think more like on Amazon it'll say that, but it's also got the crazy fast autofocusing. You know, like the autofocusing on the a6000 is just insane. It's just like instant almost. It's like half a second basically, and then you're gonna be, well, within half a second it's gonna be focused, you know. So yeah, it's gonna take crisp photos and movies and all that kind of stuff. It's gonna be a really great camera. And that's what it looks like. So let's show you on Amazon the different features. So Sony a6000 costs $600 for the body. For the body over here at Best Buy, it costs $600, so it's the same price. But an option you could do to get the, you know, 2 lenses on there and to get a lot of things. The best bundle I saw, because I looked at every single bundle that they have, and the lens right here is, you know, $200. I did look up the price earlier, so I was right. It is $200 lens. And the best bundle is the 4 32GB SD chips, which is this one right here. So for $800, you can get the camera with both lenses with 4 32GB SD chips. Also, it comes with, let me show you guys the picture. These other filters, comes with an extra battery, an extra charger, comes with a bag, it comes with cleaning stuff, and it also comes with Corel, which, you know, is actually worth it. It costs $75 for Corel to buy that version. It also comes with Aftershot Pro 2. I don't know much about that, and also Page Plus, I guess. So I did look up this total of the bundle stuff. It's about, you know, $200 worth of things, including all these SD chips and Corel and the bag and the extra battery and the charger for the battery and the lenses and the cleaning stuff and all the software. It's about $200 bundle, so this is actually a really good deal for $800, and that's why, you know, it says it's a good deal. So there's that. And then let's see, if you want to buy just one lens, you can buy one lens, you can buy 2 lenses, you know, whatever you're thinking. Let's show you guys. There's the lens for $200. Alright, so the last camera we're going to be showing you guys is the Sony a5100. Which is the cheapest of the cameras, but it also is still, you know, it's still going to cost you hundreds and hundreds of dollars. But they do have a really good deal on the Sony a5100 if you get it open box. So normally it costs you $500. So looking at the difference between the new one and the old one, so the old one costs you $600. This a6000 does. The older one costs you $500. So it's only a $100 difference between the two cameras. And the Sony a6000 has a way faster shutter speed. So when it comes down to it, I'm probably going to buy it for Black Friday, just whatever, like, I can get the best deal, you know, but like, I'm just showing you guys the current prices, and I'll like kind of like write down these numbers just to make sure that I get a really good value and price for the camera that I want to buy. So yeah, they have this open box right here for $399, so it's going to be pretty cheap. This is with one lens, the 16 to the 55mm retractable lens. And actually, I can show you guys the spec sheet on this. So this camera also has the 1080p at 60 frames per second video. It only records up to 50 megabytes per second, I tried to look on see if the 6000 had like spec sheet on how many megabytes per second. It didn't say. It just says the full 1080p. It does say shooting speeds at 11 frames per second, which is really good. And then the 60p 1080p video, it's probably a little bit better. It's got over 2,000 positive ratings, the 6000 version. The 5100, let's show you guys. So yeah, if you buy an open box, let me show you guys this discount though. You can buy satisfactory version of the Sony a5100 for $335. It's not available in my area though, so I'd have to get the open box fair edition, which is only $10 cheaper, which is probably not going to be worth it because it might be damaged or like have missing parts. They do have it around the area. You just have to see if it's going to work in your area, So there's that. But yeah, if you think about it, you can probably get this camera with the one lens for $400. That's a pretty good price. You'd be buying the other one with one lens, let's see, for around $600. This one's only going to cost you $400. It's a little bit cheaper, $200 cheaper. It just depends on what you want, And then if you're going to buy the Sony a5100 on Amazon, let me show you guys that one. Alright, so they barely have any editions of the 5100, but they do have some. It's going to cost you $500 for the body on Amazon. It's not really good value. On Amazon, it's way cheaper. For $400, you can get it at Best Buy, so you're saving $100, and you can go to the Best Buy. If there's any problems with it, you can take it back, no worries. So buy it for $400, or even cheaper if you can get it for satisfactory or for air condition. But then, they also have all these different bundles for like $600, $550, that kind of stuff. But I recommend buying most of them on Best Buy. Except for the most expensive one, you can buy a cheaper version, the two lenses for $1,100, which is which one? $1,190, so about $1,200. You can buy both lenses with the Sony a6300 on Amazon for a little bit cheaper. Not too much though. So these are just the different cameras. I'm probably going to try to get either the 5100 on a really good price or the 5100 or the 6000, just depending on, because I don't really have the highest budget for my camera, but I just wanted to show you guys some different options. I also might make a video on different Canon and Nikon and Panasonic camera, comparison videos, just to show you that kind of stuff. I've also watched plenty of videos on the video comparisons, and there's not too much difference between the Sony a6000 and the 6300 video quality. The Sony a6000 versus the 5100, the shutter speed is way faster on the Sony a6000, and the difference between the 5100 and the 6000 is that it has a retractable, you can look at the screen from in front of you and behind you, because it kind of rolls out and rotates 180 degrees. The other two cameras, it doesn't for some reason. I don't know, Sony. People are also saying that the Sony a5100 has touchscreen, which it does, has touchscreen on its sensor, which is kind of handy. I don't really care about touchscreen. I can also use the menu, but I just care more about picture quality and the price, and just how good it's going to be for videos. They both can do, the Sony a6000 and the 5100 can both do 1080p at 60 FPS. The Sony a6300 can do 4K video. That's why it costs almost double the price. It's not really worth it just for the double the price just for 4K. So you wait 2 more years, you might be able to get 4K video. Also, people only usually have internet speed to watch 1080p, maybe 1440p. You can also render your videos into 1440p. Even if it's recorded in 1080p, just kind of upscales it just a tad bit using Adobe or Sony Vegas and that kind of stuff, and it'll look super crisp, even though it's only 1080p video. So those are just some things to think about. Let me know if you guys have any of these cameras, or if you want to buy one of these cameras. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Also, turn on notifications if you have any questions. Put them in the comment section. I'll see you guys later. Peace.